still a track, no lag. Time to bag all this money and take shit. Trying to escape from the noise, let me hop in my spaceship. You get it? Not to intercept your mind from this wordplay. Cold as he can get, I shake him up on my worst day. Baltimore Rays, I'm expecting my crown soon. Never needed the handouts, like the silver spoon. Something like the eclipse, dark matter creeping on the moon. Say them Whitneys and Bobbies, keep this shit right beside me. Bill J with all smoke, tunnel vision to the monster they chose. The shit you smelling coming from your nose. What's a party? No hoes, no money, no shows. I ain't trying to live that life, but show. I'ma fight to the end. I was destined to win, not a stranger to that old life, but for sure. Nigga.
Drop a Molotov, burn your eyelashes off. The mic hit like a sawed off. Chasing niggas down with a chainsaw. I been raw, move pounds in Benetton. Running Mary Jane like a marathon. Filling bags up, listening to Farrakhan. This can't be life, this can't be love. Too many guns and drugs. All my mans the plug. Circle villains and thugs. Put your soul in the sky. Make you hover above. Digital and T-scales. We had Ron and Coke sales. Guns blow like wind making the boat sail. Here flatline when the heart fails.
Nah, that's when I come through, I'll prevail. Any mission you send me on, I won't fail. Seeing a lot of niggas with tails, pack him up, send his body in the mail. Ain't no code switching when your body twitching. Put your body in the sword, let your own kind get you. Not related to a bitch in any form or fashion. I'm more of the gun blazer, send me straight to the action. Back to the action. Too good, like I don't need practice. Sharpshooter, put a hole through your glass. Man, I swear I do this shit like magic. Watch these niggas go ghost like Casper. And this lead hit like battery acid. I'm like Superman with no cape. I'm like Scarface with no face. What you can't see, you can't trace. Pop up with the shade grace. Ain't a rapper alive that's here on earth taking my place, and that's fact. Bitches call me like we go way back. You only looking for dick thirsty. Bitch, save for a hat. You ain't even got your two shoes to match. But you on all fours begging like, please, can you take me back? On the block it's always, I remember.
Yo, hold up, I had to cut it. I don't want to play the whole song. That shit dope, yo. You know what I'm saying? What's good? What's good? Normally we do Music Talk Mondays. We go live on Music Talk Mondays, but it's Woo Wednesday. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, why not? You know what I mean? Plus, on top of that, Kanye has lost his mind. And I would never thought that I would admit it. We got the same birth date. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what are you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Then it's like people complaining about Cardi as far as for having Kendrick on the album and not having Drake and all this or whatever. So I said, fuck it. Like, let's really get into it. You know what I mean? But before we get into it, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget to get that Young Damo. Never seen it coming. You know what I'm saying? This is an emergency broadcast because we just felt compelled to come out here and do what the fuck we wanted to do today. You know what I mean? We had some time, so we said, fuck it, we got time today. You heard me, yo.
Hey, listen, it's everywhere. Everywhere you can think of is there. Apple Music, Spotify, Audio Mac, you name it, it's there. Don't miss out on the evolution right there. Never seen it coming. Came on March 7th. I appreciate everybody that's been showing love to it. I think we had like what, 4,300 as far as views and shit. Not views, but like plays and shit on Audio Mac. Just got the message that I hit 100 streams on Apple Music and shit like that.
Cool.
Like,
yeah. Congrats.
Appreciate it. So I definitely appreciate everybody that's been showing love to it. And if you haven't never seen it, come and check it out.
Yeah, no doubt. So what that Audio Mac looking like though?
Right now, let's see. Yeah, the results right here. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Last time I looked at it, we had past 4,000. We steadily going up. Hold on. Shout out to everybody that's on YouTube, that subscribed to me on YouTube. Last time I looked, like 170 or something like that.
Yeah, you growing. We both growing because we got new subscribers on here. Shout out to y'all for real. Oh, it's only gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all watching shit in real time what niggas is doing. We talk about industry shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because we are artists. You know what I'm saying? We are in the music business. I don't want to say the music industry because industry is associated with mainstream, and we don't fuck with the mainstream. So. You know what I mean?
Well, currently, right now, we sitting at 4,761.
Yo, we on YouTube. Peace. We on YouTube. Hit that link.
See
You know
what
what I'm saying? The Born King Killer Fifth channel on YouTube. Hit that link.
Yeah, last time I looked on YouTube, we was at 170. We at 182 now.
182.
We progressing, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We definitely progressing. And shout out to the people that streaming Party in the City, bro. They going crazy. Party in the City is in the lead.
Party in the City is tight, yo. You know what I mean? Get that. Play that. You know what I'm saying? Support always, yo. Oh my gracious, man. Hey, listen, man. Another thing too, right? As far as for hip hop being concerned, I'm probably really gonna like jump into the shit like for Monday, but this is just a little background of it. It's like I see why we don't get along in hip hop, yo. I see why we don't get along. I can see it. And I'm gonna tell you the vision. We all know hip hop is street culture, right? So because hip hop is street culture, you know, you got beef in the streets, you know what I'm saying? But you got like positive shit in the streets as well, right? So it's a balance, but it just seems at this point, you know, like Nas said, somehow the rap game reminds me of the crack game, right? So you really have to think about that. You have to really get into the mindset of what does he mean by that? Like is it the industry? Is it like the managers? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Like what is it, right? Or could it be the individuals that participate in it? Because you're selling shit, right? So if you think about it, you got a block mentality, right? So on that block mentality, this my shit, this our shit over here, right? So sometimes the block might want to expand and get other territory. So it becomes competitive, right? So now all of a sudden we got some type of street war, right? So there's a beef going on. You got beef, you got grudge, you got all that shit on there, right? So as far as for today, hip hop could be much greater. It's already great, right? It's already great, but it could be much better if we could actually really unify. Now, here's the problem. See, we would have to unify and have a structure inside of our community, right? Now, as the bigger picture, as Black people, we barely get along now. So this is why we can't unionize, right? This is why we can't have a fund, a retirement fund for rappers. I don't even want to say rappers, for artists, MCs, right? This is why we can't have it, because it's not about us. It's about I. You feel me now? So when it comes to team, you say you can't, you know what I'm saying, do anything without a team. But some niggas misspell team. It's not TEAM to them. It's TIEM. You feel me? They put the I on that motherfucker. I am the team, nigga. You feel me? I am the team. That's how that works. Hey, yo, follow us on YouTube. Yo, we live on YouTube. That's why I'm on Peace, Diesel, Phil. What's good, fam? Whoa. Hey, yo, follow us and get on YouTube. At the Born King Killer 5th channel. Yeah, yeah. We doing what we doing today. Yeah. Peace to the God, yo. Shit. What's good? What's good? Yo. Look, we gonna get into Kanye West, yo. My man Curtis King. You know what I mean? Doing a reaction to Curtis King. You know what we do, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, and don't forget, Young Damo, never seen it coming, yo.
Never seen it coming.
It's KILLAFIFTH, but it's Born King Killer 5th. You know what I'm saying? You can't miss the Killer Fifth. I mean the Born King part. I'm probably like the only motherfucker. Name that shit, bro. It's the K as the icon. It's the K, the black and gray. Well, the K is gray. Right now, hold up. Let me switch this real quick. Dang, Curtis King, yo. All right, so I rock with Curtis King information and all that, or what have you. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to his channel. Share the information. You know what I mean? All right. Hold up. So, boom. Got the live comments on. You know what I'm saying? We go do it like that. We got the live comments on, yo. So hold up. Let me operate this. Now listen, y'all. Kanye West, yo. Kanye West. Oh, I'm also live on the gram right now as well. You know what I mean? So, and it's not going to stay. Peace to subscribing, God. Diesel Fuel TV. Peace to subscribing. Hey, yo, this live ain't going to stay on here at I finish. So I'm just trying to get y'all to come on over to YouTube because we do this every Monday. But today, like I said, we were Wednesday. So why not had the energy to get it popping? You feel me? All right. So without further ado, let's go.
DIY.
DIY is your favorite attention whores bag.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
You already know what I'm talking about. You see the title of the video, you clicked on it. Your favorite attention billionaire whores bag, Kanye West. You know, oh man, I used to be such a fan of the guy. It is terrible to see the spiral happen in real time because don't get it twisted. I don't care how much of a super fan you are. You've got to recognize this is not just Kanye being Kanye. This is someone deep into their 40s having a crisis of some kind and having all the in the world dealing with it's no longer his
Peace to Diesel Fuel TV
time anymore. He's no longer the focus. Well, as he's been doing recently, as he's returned back to Twitter after the last content we did, he's now spiraling and this time attacking very specifically Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, and Playboi Carti, all for different reasons. But that's just the tip of the iceberg of some of this questionable behavior. This article comes to you courtesy of Hot New Hip Hop. It says, written by Elias Andrews. It says, Kanye West did not want the attention to stray from him for too long and decided to target both Playboi Carti and K-Dot biggest single. Also, let me just say this before we get into this. I'm not one of those people that are going to sympathize with this idea that it's just the mental health issues. I'm not one of those people anymore. I'm not buying it. Anybody who has family members and has seen different people with different types of mental health issues understands that some things are the issues and some things are indeed a magnifying glass of who these people really are. In my opinion, that's just mine. I'm not trying to put that on nobody else. It goes on to say, it's a new week, so it's time for a new Kanye rant. That's what the article starts off with. The rapper can't seem to go more than a few days with trying to refocus.
Hold up. So before I let him cook, right? I gotta say this real quick. We all know Kanye be on some shit, but the man is the richest. I have to say this. The man is the richest out of all of them, right? By 0.7, right? So I'm just saying I'm not saying I agree with what he does, you know what I mean? But if you take all the bullshit out, if you follow the blueprint as far as for being like original when he was good with the originality, and then you look at the clothing line, the independence, and then when you look at him as far as for how he maneuvered to just be fully independent to the point where he had so much cash that he just went live on the NFL, right? Made 20 million. fast as a bitch. That's power. But at the same time, with power comes great responsibility. So, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to make an excuse for Kanye Curtis, but at the same time, I'm just saying he is something to be studied. And we can always study the downfall as well. And I just had to put that in there.
It's the energy back on himself and his legacy. I wonder why he feels like that's threatened. West has proclaimed his love for both Kendrick Lamar and Playboi Carti in the last year. Now that both artists are basking in the spotlight, however, Kanye West has problems. The rapper unleashed his true feelings on Kendrick Lamar and Carti late Monday night, early Tuesday morning. How old is Kanye, by the way? 47. I say that not to age shame, but I say that to give you context about the 47-year-olds you know in your life and what you would call this if they were acting like this about your success.
Oh, that's just straight hate. But see, this is the thing, though. How about this? Like I said, the man congratulated everybody that he's going against right now. We know the industry could be WWF. You feel me? Damn, was it Playboy all over one of his last albums? Yeah, yo, Diesel Fuel TV. Yes, he was. Yes, he was, God. You know what I'm saying? But see, this is the thing. I feel like he probably done told all of them he was going to do this type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't put it past him. I don't put him past it. You know what I'm saying? As far as for doing some shit like that. I really don't. So, you know, at the end of the day, I just had to throw that out there again.
Context is important. Kanye West has been circulating Kendrick Lamar criticism for a long time. The rapper he praised for taking out Drake has now become one of West's biggest enemies. He felt that Lamar should not have been on Playboi Carti's music album, I Am Music album. He says he felt that Lamar should not have been on Playboi Carti's music album. The hottest Kanye West take, however, and one that is surely going to drive K-Dot fans nuts, is that he despises Not Like Us.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Yo, how you feel about it, girl?
Shit still went fucking viral, whether you wanted to listen to it, play that motherfucker or not. Like, the shit still did what it was supposed to do. Like, you can't get mad at somebody because the attention not on your ass at right now, because the attention is given to a song. Like,
hold up. Wait, my fault not to cut you off. Go ahead.
I'm not go ahead.
I think, let's just say I might crack a code right now. Right? The code that I'm about to crack, maybe this is what's going on. I said maybe. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't even quote me on the shit. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm gonna try to intellectualize the billionaire's mind. He coming out with an album. So if you really,
I wouldn't put it past him.
No, he's coming out with an album. But check the name of the album. Bully. Bully is the name of the album.
Yeah, he's gonna be doing that to a lot of motherfucking things, because it ain't just K-Dot and Playboi Carti. It's more people too.
You heard it here first. Bully. What is he doing? He's bullying people right now.
Yeah. Do you think it's a promotion kind of thing, an advertisement in a sense? A publicity stunt?
Yes. Who not gonna buy that album?
I mean, yeah, you dissing motherfuckers. Everybody gonna be wanting to be nosy and see what you said. So yeah, that sells right there. Just off the strength of niggas being nosy.
And out his own mouth, he said basically, "Thank you, Kendrick. Congratulations, but you killed my arch nemesis." Now, he's in the anime and shit like that in cartoons. We know the Joker really wanted. I mean, he didn't really want to kill Batman. So that's why they had the beef, because he said, if you don't exist, then who else is it for me to deal with? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of those situations. You fuck with Drake, now I got to bully everybody. I was cool bullying Drake. Me and him had it back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But at the same time, now I got to bully everybody. I got to bully the whole industry. But that's just my take on it.
I mean, even if that's the case, which again, don't quote nobody on this, speculation, but I feel like if that's the case, bro, just trying to get some attention. Who's not gonna say something when somebody trying to call somebody else out in the industry? Shit.
Yo said, I don't like your rhyme.
Nigga said, nah, fuck that. I don't like your rhyme. Nigga said, I hated it.
Yo, you haven't made a memorable verse. You ain't had no memorable songs. Yo, he coming like that on him, son.
He hated Not Like Us, yo.
Yeah.
Black man hating on another black man, bro. What is going on here?
But like I said, this is why we can't come together, because it's too competitive.
Yeah.
You know, there's a healthy competitive thing, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's a such thing as being competitive, but then it's another one when you just damn right just fascinated with being over top of somebody else. Like that is two different things. Like it's cool. You have a little competition. You have your back and forth. We get to showcase our skills and shit. Niggas be like, ooh, from both sides. But nah, this is more like I'm trying to be over top of you. Like, yeah, I see you getting success, but I'm trying to be more successful than you. And Kanye, fucking 47 years old, he been killing the game. What the fuck is left to prove?
Well, see, that's a whole other discussion too. But we could do that. Check this shit out. I don't know. I could be wrong, but like we know Drake didn't put nobody out and say, "Hey, I'm passing the torch to this nigga." Drake ain't do that. We know that. But people pass the torch to Drake, but Drake ain't pass the torch to nobody else because it's all about Drake. Now, Kanye. Has Kanye passed the torch?
No. At least I ain't never heard of him passing no damn torch. And Kanye too busy trying to soak up as much media time as possible. You calling niggas out, you forcing your wife or girlfriend, whatever the hell she is, to you to be damn near ass naked out in public. You just an attention seeker. But what for though? What for? You had the shit with Kim Kardashian. That shit was going on for a little minute. You just attention seeking, bro. And it's like, yo, you 47, bro. You proved yourself. You are a legend, my nigga. Like, go the fuck home. Like, nigga.
Hold up. But think about it. Niggas come through. New niggas come through on the block. Trying to eat, B. You know what I'm saying? Main nigga like made all the money, getting all the money. Ain't even think about the time.
See what you just said? You said a bunch of new niggas on the scene. At 47, bro, and you've been doing this shit for how long? Why are you still trying to take the food out of somebody else's mouth?
Exactly. He's not putting nobody on.
No, you're not putting nobody. You putting somebody down. You trashing niggas. If anything, it's just like. But in this situation, hold on, bro. And you trying to go against the wrong individuals. Like, we know you a legend, sir, but you also was legendary in your own lane because of the shit that you like to do on your own.
If I had a bomb drop, I'd drop that bit. Boom.
For real though, because it's like everybody that you mentioned has their own lane. That's what worked for them. That's what got them notoriety. Like,
facts.
You got your own, and you already solidified it, bro. Again, legendary. I'm not gonna knock his talents. I'm not. Bro was doing some legendary shit, but it's just like Damn, yo, how long is it till the next nigga get to eat?
Hey, I'm just saying, you have some people out here that don't know how to gracefully bow out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, listen, you can still put albums out, yay. You have a solid fan base for life. But as time progresses, a new king must be anointed.
You know what, yo? I blame Nas for this, yo. And you want to know why I blame him for this, yo? No. Hear me out. Hear me out, sir. I blame Nas for this. Nas went on an interview and basically said, who the fuck gonna stop you from making music? Who the hell said there's the age gap for when you can stop making music? Right? Niggas ran with that shit. Like, and then I'm only saying that because, yes, no, there's no age gap. Nobody can physically tell you, yeah, it's your time to stop making music. You do what the hell you want as long as you want to. But it's just like at the same time, bro, it's a way that you go about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like at this point, the way Ye look at shit, he's like a god, and we are like his children to him. Like, we're supposed to opt out and do shit that he want us to do. We supposed to just drop out the race, move over, let him. They're like, no, sir, it don't work like that. No, not in this world.
That's crazy. I mean, you gotta really think about that shit. Some niggas don't know how to let shit go. But my thing is, I'm like this, bro. You have to pass the torch, and that's the way that your dynasty, your whole estate, your everything transforms into what it's supposed to be through time, because you were training other individuals to take on the mantle. So that means that everything that you built is going to last, is going to have longevity, because then your students that you taught, they're going to teach. You got to tell them, teach this. Let's keep this going. You feel me? But niggas don't get that concept.
Listen, bro. Even Jesus was even willing to move to the side to get on the cross to give other lives. I'm even trying to get that way on here, bro. I'm not. But even Jesus do, like, I gotta put somebody else on.
Yeah.
Cross, and I'm gonna give life to some more.
Hell yeah. Hold up. Let's let Curtis cook real quick, because I want y'all to hear this shit. Check this shit out.
He quote says, I hate it, not like us. Okay. He tweeted, with no semblance of wiggle room for misinterpretation. Lamar may have advertised himself as the biggest hater on Euphoria, but West is giving him a run for his money. Well, that's not the only person that Kanye West seems to be Twitter beefing with at 47 years old. Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, says he hated Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, but also he says Kanye calls out Playboy Cardi after Cardi requested a collab with his daughter North West. He says in some tweets here.
Pause it real quick, yeah?
Got you.
Listen, okay, that whole situation with him and Playboy Cardi is different. And I'm only going to say it like, don't get me wrong. He's still wilding, but that is different. Supposedly, and I could be wrong, but this is what I heard. Supposedly, Ye had a verse on one of Playboy Cardi's songs, right? But Playboy Cardi, whatever was going on with Kanye West at the time, or like some label discrepancies, whatever, he took Kanye West off the song. Don't know why, what for. Kanye didn't even know till it was released, which is crazy. But then Playboy Cardi wanted to try to get his daughter to say some things on one of his songs. And Kanye was like, hell no, I'm not having that. You gonna kick me off the song and then think my daughter on that motherfucker? Nigga, what's wrong with you? Like, that's what I heard. Now, I'm not 100%, but that's what I heard and what I've seen. So
allegedly, right?
Yeah,
listen. Your daughter is your legacy, yo. You have transcended and transformed into a feminine body. Your daughter is you. So if a nigga asks for your daughter to be on the album, put her ass on the album and celebrate that shit. He didn't want my verse, but he wants yours. I would have been like, oh shit, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's how you do that shit.
I don't know whatever. I think it was just supposed to be like some intro type shit or whatever. I don't even think it was supposed to be a full verse. But even still, like, even still, bro, it's the opportunity at hand. Like, but I mean, hey, all right, let me keep it a buck with you. What you doing a song with somebody, right? And I'm talking about you. You doing a song with somebody. Now y'all got it all mapped out, planned out how y'all gonna do the song. Everybody that heard the verses, everything is straight. Cool. It come release day. You ain't heard nothing from no outsiders, no press, no media had nothing to say. Bro didn't even physically come to you himself and say that he do this. But you find out that you were removed from a song that's supposed to be on the album.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell are you supposed to feel, bro? Like, you wasn't even mad enough to discuss with me why you did the move that you made. You just did it.
I mean, I feel you.
Turn around and say, you want my dude on them, bro.
But hold up, wait a minute. Now watch this. Isn't that karma? Didn't he take Soulja Boy up?
He could have, for sure. But
He
did he
took
take
Soulja
it?
Boy off. Y'all remember that shit? With that big album that he dropped?
He did.
That he slept in the studio, you know. I mean, not the studio, slept in the stadium and shit. Yeah. He was kicking niggas off the album. Soulja Boy was like, I don't get kicked off records.
Matter of fact, hell yeah, because he ain't just do that to Soulja Boy. He did it to a couple people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what you got was karma, good sir.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes in different forms and fashions. You just happen to get it musically.
Yeah. Because at this point, you Kanye, but because you active in the way that you're active, niggas don't respect you like they used to.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying? He think that shit is the same. It's not. Yeah, you got more money than everybody, but that don't mean shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just because you make money, hold up. Just because we make money together, don't mean I gotta respect the way that you make your money.
Let me let Curtis cook. Damn shame. Damn shame.
Using one as an example, he says, "Hey, Iggy Azalea, who's the mother of Playboy Cardi's child, I need to get Onyx vocals on my song. That's my nephew. Oh, and I'm gonna rap one of your businesses. I'm gonna rap about one of your businesses. The fuck." Hey, North, your dad gave me my biggest song and cosign, and I left him off of my album because of his tweets. But North, you my niece. I gotta use your vocals. Okay. Playboy Cardi's decision to collaborate with Lamar also led West to criticize the enigmatic. We're not doing this again today, rapper. West co-produced a song on music and proclaimed Cardi a Don leading up to its release. Apparently, there is a bad blood between them now. I decided North won't be doing any songs with Cardi, Kanye West announced in all caps. Cardi responded to a Kim Kardashian shout out by voicing interest in doing a song with North West. Apparently, Ye is putting the kibosh on that. Why? He alleges because he wasn't included on the final music track list. Spoiled fucking brat, bro. How it look for me to get left off the album and then he asked to have vocals from my daughter? Kanye West tweeted out, I don't give a F about none of this industry shit. The rapper decided to take shots at his ex-wife, Kim, in addition to Kendrick Lamar and Playboy Cardi. Because at this point, why not? How's it scheme line in the first place? He asserted. I don't give a F about what no comments the man has the first and final say over his kids. I don't know why he's making this our business. And it really ain't, but here we are.
Attention seeker.
Continuing on, here's another tweet that had people scratching their heads. He says, "This nigga never made a memorable song. He's like if an artist checked every box other than having any good verses or songs, and his last album ripped off my whole language." 47. Yep, still 47. Okay, I want to make sure. I had to double check. It's crazy. He's going after people that seem to have said nothing but positive things about him. It seems to be people that were still in his corner even after all the wild shit. Who's that in the pic? That's Tyler, the Creator, the one he's making these statements about. So he's saying that Tyler, the Creator, has never made a memorable song. It's like he's an artist checked every, like I read this as if he thinks he's one of the younger artists he thinks he's a YN. He legitimately thinks he's a YN. He legitimately thinks he's a YN at 47 years of age. No, you're an OYN. This is like
childish.
It's over, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you wasn't washed before, this is the definition of washed. You're literally washed here. You're washing yourself. If you want to leave, just leave. You're an OYN. You're an older young nigga. You want to be so unhinged and so cool to the younger crowd, and it's like, dog, this is weak. And I don't know how folks stand by it. I wonder what my cousin Moni got to say about this. You know, it's becoming a reoccurring segment. Well, he said, "I hate it, not like us." Moni, always with the receipt, said, "Well, your daughter seemed to love it."
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
What you mean, cousin?
Damn. Caught in 4K.
I'll be damn. I'll be damn. Whose phone, first of all, whose phone got this amazing ass zoom that you're able to look around and be like, bam, Northwest? That is insane. The excitement on her face for the song her daddy hates.
Your daughter
Classic American story, if you ask me. Well, in the middle of all this unhinged behavior, some reason he felt the need to get on a line with the diddler amidst all these different charges of freaky natures and baby oils. He says, now is the time that I should jump on the phone with the diddler. Oh, you thought it was over with? No, it's just getting started. Here's a phone call that he had on speakerphone with Diddy encouraging Kanye to get back to the music and smiling again. Oh, that's sweet.
Tell you the real from the front line. You know what I'm saying? It's wicked, wicked, wicked. So you be careful.
Yeah.
We can't do nothing if they, you know what I'm saying? I need you out there. You feel me?
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir. Yo, hold up.
I hear you. Yes, sir. Diddy is telling him, I need you out there on the front lines. If you get
Kanye West and Diddy show each other love and support during phone call, yo. Hold up, wait a minute.
I mean, everything that's going on with the diddler, he's still here reaching somebody.
Bro.
Kanye West and the diddler.
But I ain't killed nobody. He denounced everybody. But now he talking to Diddy like he all over the place, yo. Because he did denounce him. Especially when Ken Posner had got caught up in some shit with Diddy as well. So I'm just saying.
Man, there's some whole shit that I done seen with Love and Diddy. I done seen Jay-Z and Beyonce supposed to be having like a threesome and shit with this nigga. Like, I've been seeing a lot of shit, yo. A lot of shit. I'm like, yo, it get to a point, bro. You got to stoop this low to get yourself out there.
Yeah.
You washed, bro. Like you were saying, like you like
crazy.
If you in the wash machine and you try to dry your clothes and that shit don't dry, it just keep getting wet. You washed out, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then to think like the irony of, because honestly, this shit just seemed like you saying, a publicity stunt, yo. And I only say that because where the fuck did this shit come from? Like where, like this shit came out of nowhere. You wake up and you just see this of Kanye West going on a rant. Like,
I'm just saying, bro. You gotta think about that too. I mean, the name of the album is called Bully. So, you know, he's bullying people.
the album is just gonna be every song you bullying somebody individually. You got a track for everybody you dissing.
He probably was behind the scenes, bro, and was like, hey, you know I'm gonna get you right. Don't take this personal.
Cause I ain't hear nobody clap back yet.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I ain't heard nobody clap back, say nothing, react to it, nothing. And I'm definitely waiting for some shit from K-Dot.
Yo, all I'm saying is I don't expect nobody to do nothing. Because once again, I'm gonna say this. You can't sleep on Kanye. And shout out to the new subscriber. Thank you for thank you for subscribing. You know what I'm saying? Peace to you. You know the show is only going to get better.
Yes, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like, yo, like, why is this the route you want to take, though? Like, why are you trying to prove you still got it? Like, I don't really hear of Kanye West making music like that no more. And then when he do drop something, it just be some out of nowhere type shit.
Some sexual shit.
And then when you do make a track, and shit is just, it's okay. Yeah. But it's just like, we already know what you were capable of, sir. I feel like your time has come. Now you losing it, you know?
Yo, listen, yo. Anytime he come out with some shit, doobly poopity scoop, he feel like he's so great that he can do anything. And there's nothing wrong with feeling like you're so great, you know? Everybody should feel great. But when you get to a level of greatness in your mind where you have transcended everybody, even your own self, it's time to check yourself in. It's time to check yourself in. Pack it up, bro. Damn. Hold up.
Locked up with me. You can't do nothing if you in here. And he just looks at him and says, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What are we doing here? Yes, sir. When he was the same one on the Drink Champs talking about how much of a problem Diddy was because he's the industry. Where's your unhinged revolutionary here? Yes, sir. Kanye West is in love with being a contrarian. He's in love with digging a hole and then proving to you that he can get out that hole. This ain't sorry. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Edgelord is the perfect word for that.
Have some fucking fun.
Yeah.
Having no fun and then get behind the mic, have some fun, chop up them samples, get back on your feet, man, vibe,
Yeah.
have some fun, get back to smiling.
Yeah.
These other motherfuckers, they'll waste your time, big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Waste your motherfucking time, you know what I'm saying? So put that love in your heart, man, and enjoy yourself, man. When I get out there, man, I'm gonna see you tear down the stadiums. We need to see you back on that stage and actually rapping it and performing and everything. I be dreaming of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time. It's time for me to just grab the mic and get back on. It's like I'm
not interested. Interesting comment that came through here. Appreciate you.
You had to do like
transparent. Lady Lex says I'm bipolar. I got family that is too, and was diagnosed years ago. I know other people with it. Being a hater is not a symptom or a license to shit on people. He's a fucking mess. Call it what it is. Call it what it is. Stop coddling people that won't be at your funeral. Stop coddling people who won't be at your funeral. Stop coddling people who will not be at your funeral. This man ain't gonna show up for nobody except for himself. To give a little bit more context on the Playboy Cardi situation, I didn't even see this until right before I got on here, but apparently Kanye threatens Onyx, who once again is the child of Playboy Cardi. He threatens him with Diddy. It says Kanye threatens to send Cardi to Diddy in a deleted post. You know, the same one he just talked on the phone with? Continue. So here's a text message here, and this is apparently a leaked text message. And the message starts off with Kanye sending this to Cardi, saying, Cardi, you mean, this is unconfirmed. Who knows if this is real, but it seems like it's coming from some credible sources on here. It says, Cardi, you mean, why wasn't I invited last night? You wasn't on the album, yay. Kai Cenat and Dabo ain't on it too. None personal. I'm gonna make you and Onyx meet Diddy. Diddy ain't on the album, Monk. Last night was trimmed though. Who the hell knows? What else does this message say? If this is indeed confirmed. Whatever the hell ever. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. It looks like they're trying to say that was posted on a story, but it is now a deleted post. Boy, oh boy. Well, you know, reactions came in, and it came from many different places. Somebody who has been very critical of Kanye West is my dog, Glasses Malone. And he said, straight up and down, Ye doing all that jaw jacking, I ain't gonna squabble nothing or nobody. Shut up. For real. Shut up. Shut up. Some folks chimed in. Shout out my guy, Mr. Bubsy. He says he's never been punched in the face before, and it shows.
Damn. Well, see, now people coming after your boy, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to be the bully of the industry, and now people get ready to call him out. And then it's too much footage of him. Beanie Siegel saved him. You know what I mean? He got stories like that. You don't never hear nothing about Kanye pulled the chop out.
I'm just reading this shit, but it say, ignore him and let him self-destruct. He doesn't realize you can burn bridges that can never be repaired. Sheesh.
Yeah, think about that. Drake met his demise, so maybe Kanye's demise is now, and he's self-destructing. But once again, I'm telling you, I think he was like, hey, don't take this personal. Name of the album is Bully. So I got to bully everybody. You got rid of Drake. Now y'all got to feel it. But don't take it personal. That's what I feel.
That's exactly what that conversation would be like. Yeah, I don't need you to come clap back or nothing, bro. I just don't want you to take this personal. I don't want to make this bigger than what it has to be. I just want to promote my album. Then after that, you ain't got to hear about me trash talking again.
Kumbaya.
Until the next time he do.
Yeah, kumbaya. Yeah, on that type shit. Because we know the mainstream is WWF. The only way that these niggas know how to sell records sometimes is by beef. That's Puffy's blueprint, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like Biggie said, what's beef, yo? So at the end of the day, this is how niggas are selling records. And that's hey, once again, I'm gonna say it again. He made that phone call. Don't, like you said, I'm gonna say some shit. Name of the album is Bully. I'm gonna bully the shit out of y'all since y'all got rid of Drake. So at the end of the day, like you said, don't say nothing back. You know what I mean?
Don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal. Hold up.
Because I am says ignore him and let him self-destruct. He doesn't realize you can burn bridges that can never be repaired. I think he likes that challenge. It's insane. He goes on to retweet something on here where Kanye, I guess, said a lot of people. He says that. He said a lot of people have things they want to say but are scared of being canceled. In a weird way, I speak for them. Even when I say things that should be offensive to them, I speak for everyone just by speaking. ChatGPT, how make this message, but make it sound like I'm crazy. And put it in all caps. Here you go. Head ass. Glasses then retweets that and says, if that's the case, then you only speak for cowards.
Somebody
Jesus!
has to tell the truth, and I'm going to tell it.
Well, he raises a good point. I don't know if this is related, but I think it still relates to the topic at hand. Shout out to Jason Martin, also known as Problem. He says, the corny fellas are malfunctioning right before our eyes. Stay focused, CWA. Shout out my guy, Dog Ninja. He says, Kanye would have been the most celebrated artist in history if he wasn't a jealous hater and let the generation that came after him do their thing without having to be directly tied to them.
Hold up, but isn't this kind of what Kanye wants? If we all know Kanye the way we think we know Kanye going to start some shit so you can talk about him. This it's a fire right now. You know what I'm saying? And everybody throwing gasoline on it, which once again, you know what I'm saying? This all could be WWF for all we know. You understand what I'm saying?
But gave them support in the background like Hove or Jay-Z. Good points. Kanye would have been the most celebrated artist. There's no doubt about it. Let's not get it twisted. This is not a hit piece on Kanye West. This is from the perspective of somebody who at times blindly supported the man. I was one of those. What's up, Vil? I was one of those. It pains me that I could never listen to I Wonder ever again with the same connection that I thought that I had to the artist or the art itself. I could never listen to it again the same way. It pains me because there was some amazing music that was made, but I feel like this stage of his career has been dedicated to trying to kill off whatever connection might have been made there. He's trying to kill it off. It's almost like the inverse of what the author of 48 Laws did, or 48 Laws of Power, right? Robert Greene. He made that book when he was angry at the industry. He was angry. He was full of anger. So he made this book full of vitriol and full of revenge. And then he made a book about humanity as an answer to that one to try to clean up some of the shit that he put out into the world. This seems like the opposite. It seems like whatever side of Kanye that existed before the fake backpacker. If you listen to a lot of them younger raps, like the college dropout shit, it's so clear now how much of a pander it was. It's so clear how fake it was. It's so clear the strategic collaborations of the Mos Defs are Yasin Bey and the Talib Kweli's over these certain type of beats. It's so obvious. Things that I thought were strategically, you know, his version of hip hop starts to look like, no, that's just a diet version of the thing that we came up with.
Hold up. Now, I have to disagree with that one. Like I said, salute to Curtis King. You know what I mean? I rock with his channel. You know what I mean? But it's healthy to not agree with everything somebody says. And the reason why I'm saying I don't agree with what he's saying right now is because Kanye, that was him. He got into the industry, right? So when he gets into the industry, you see him change. His songs, his videos started going more direct towards mainstream. He lost his mom's 808 Heartbreaks comes out, right? Kid Cudi. Next thing you know, he ain't really writing no more. He got other people that's, you know what I'm saying, crafting his bars for him. He's doing the production, but next thing you know, he hires a production team. So as time goes on from album to album, he's what? Changing. Let's just say in one way, he felt as though in his mind that he could teach and then he could be, you know what I'm saying, just be an artist. But he too hands-on to be an artist all the time. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, once again, who he passed the torch to. He ain't do none of that, but I'm not going to discredit College Dropout. Even though Jesus Walks, his biggest song, was written by somebody else, allegedly. I think his name is Rhymefest. Said Rhymefest wrote a lot of his shit. So, I mean, I still don't call him fake. I still don't say it was a ruse. But at the same time, it's like, come on, like the industry fucked that man up real bad, yo. The industry fucked Kanye up. Like I said, I'm not making no excuse for him. But if you look at his blueprint on what he did in the industry, which technically nobody has done, not Rockefeller, not state property, right? Not Dipset shit, right? No other, well, Wu brand, that's something totally different. That's out the stratosphere. So we can't even talk about that because that ain't this. So, but Kanye, as far as for his blueprint as an individual, or how he got to the billionaire status, and he's the richest out of all of them by 0.7, I can't discredit the man. You know what I'm saying? I can say he's he be on some wild shit, you know what I mean? And I don't agree with everything Kanye does, but at the same time, it's like, yo, you gotta slow down a bit, yay, because now your genius is looking like you just a crazy motherfucker. It's just the way it is.
I mean, naturally speaking, motherfuckers say that he crazy anyway. A lot of people like to say that he's more woken than he is crazy now because he done seen some shit or been through some shit. And I'm like, all right, cool, but sir, you the main one that's all about not having motherfuckers do shit for you or having people on your back and having people over your shoulders giving you this and giving you that. You all about the creative process. It's just like how you fumbling back on your own words. Like Gabe up and down, bro. That's literally how he's been. He's been like calling motherfuckers out for being this way and doing shit this way, or having somebody do shit for them. I'm like, he's the ultimate blocker in the sense. All that shit get blocked out with him. So how is it that later on down the line you fumbling back on your words?
Hold on, I'm gonna let Curtis finish cooking real quick, and we gonna get into this other topic and shit. Hold up.
Or came up on. I start to see it from a different perspective. I used to study this thinking like, damn, like, bro, it's different. No, it's just coming off as he has always been disconnected from this because he had desires. I never thought we would
see. That's what I'm saying. Everybody got desires. I always say everybody come in hip hop for different reasons, right? I came into it for the culture, for the freedom, for freedom. Some niggas come in the game for money. Some niggas come in the game for the women. Some niggas come in the game for the drugs, the money, and the women. It's not real. Well, how can I put it? It's not a real large amount of artists in the mainstream that's really thinking about how can we help preserve the culture. It's really not too many. You know what I mean?
Well, not especially if they are our own color. We don't like doing shit for our own color, period, anyway. We like to break each other down and shit, or try to belittle somebody and shit like that, or even worse, like to prove that we better than them and shit. It's just an ongoing competition.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, it's competitive, but it's becoming unhealthy.
Yeah, like this is past competitive, bro. This is fucking mental non-stability.
But once again, I'm gonna say it again. This could be WWF. He could have made that phone call.
I mean, you know,
don't say nothing. I'm gonna get y'all niggas. You know the name of my album is Bully. I gotta do this. This the rollout.
I get you that Rolly you always wanted.
Roll out the Rolly, son. Okay, I'm like, giving Rolly to everybody for the rollout.
But it's like you a leader at the end of the day, bro. That's how you carry yourself as a leader. You didn't like the idea of people having a say on the type of shit that you made or that you do, and you empowered motherfuckers, or at least tried to empower motherfuckers to go their own route and speak their truths.
Hey, listen, a leader knows how to follow as well. That's what makes a good leader. A leader say, well, shit, you know more you know more about that, or you better at that than I am. Let me fall back real quick and learn something.
But in
That's a
this
leader.
situation, I don't even see him as being a follower. Bro just straight up lost them.
Yeah, pretty much. He think he can't learn from nobody, but everybody can learn from him. But that's a flaw within itself. You know what I mean?
Like, really, that's some contradiction types of like contradictive shit. Because the people that's been around supported you, and all through the fucking correct moments you didn't had, and all of this shit, like all the moments that you made yourself look bad, all the tweets that you made, you still had people that was there for you or with you.
Facts, bro. You know
Then
what I
you
mean?
just pulled out the gun and just went shooting motherfuckers.
Bang. You know what I'm saying?
Individually, though, not even individually. You grouped them all in one fucking tweet.
Bang. Hey, like I said, bully. Hold up.
But get to a place where Kanye would be a bigger Kardashian than the Kardashians. Everything that I hear them say about the Kardashians, attention seeking, have to be the center of attention, so self-focused. He is that. He is literally that. He's a bigger Kardashian than they are right now. Someone brought up a good point. Shout out to Mr. Bubsy. Just to get on a more serious note, and you saw this whole tone is a lot different than my video yesterday with UMG and Drake, because I look at this I really look at this and I'm like, bro, it's insane. But everything has a root cause, and I think this is where most people go to. He actually tweeted some of these things. Shout out to Mr. Bubsy for highlighting it. He says, there is the root right here. Kanye tweeted, people ask me if I'm okay. I felt like I never made it. I felt like I'd never made it if my mom would still be alive. Okay. He wrote that a little different. He says, I thought about pew-pewing myself at least once a month ever since my mama was in her surgery. I always blame myself. Now, I don't know when the exact date of this one was. I'm assuming these might be recent. But this does bring to light some of that. Yeah, I think Paris, you wrap it up really well in this. It is exhausting.
Yo, hold up though. But that's what I said. His mind is fucked up. 808 heartbreaks, bro. So at the end of
that still don't give you the right to put niggas on blast. Like, yo, at the end of the day, on some real shit, niggas go through shit. It's just what it is. Like, life goes on, literally. Like, some shit's gonna happen in life that you're not okay with, and sometimes you may even question why it happened. But it's just like, at the end of the day, life goes on, bro. For you to be in your own mood and decide that you want to lash out and attack other people that in retrospect was there for you, or even when you had your moments, still was just like, that's just yay being yay. You like, I don't give a damn how much you and your feelings about some shit. That'll never explain the reason why you go and put my name out publicly, throw shots at me and shit, and all I did was praise you and look up to you.
Now hold up though. But he's no different than the average nigga. A lot of niggas don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, discipline of self is not something that's easy to obtain. But my thing is like, once again, and I'm gonna keep saying this, and I hope that we right on this, that he made them phone calls, bruh. Like you said, ain't nobody answer back. Ain't nobody spit no bars. Ain't nobody do none of that shit. Not unless they waiting for the album to drop.
Yeah, to my knowledge, because maybe they did. They could be saying something as we speak right now. I don't know.
Facts. That's true. That's true. That's true indeed. Hold up. Let me let him finish this real quick.
It is exhausting. It is exhausting, but it's only exhausting when you feel like you have to be in the conversation of things. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, here's some final thoughts that I have on it, because, obviously, he's not going to be done. There's going to be more of this kind of stuff going on. I look at this man, and I do think about his young ones, and I do think about, all these no matter how justified he feels in his mind, whether it's him going at the Jewish community for the reasons that he has lined up, because what Kanye does that I think is really interesting is that he'll mix a little bit of truth and surround it by a coating of bullshit, a coating of confusion, a coating of connections that don't make sense to anybody else.
Hold up. Before I let him finish, the confusion, the little bit of truth that he just said, right? Now, this is out of Kanye's mouth. He don't read. So the things that he talks about, he experiences, and then he tries to, basically parrot or, like say something else that somebody said about something, and then incorporate with how it affects him. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like he's not the only person that does this. Do you know how many people that are in the industry that once they get a little bit of knowledge, these niggas walk around with glasses on and shit and a tie sometimes or whatever? And I'm just like, yo, like, I know intentions be good and you think that you found something, but at the end of the day, it's like you didn't research it to the fullest. And if you really understood what you think that you understand, you will understand that everything ain't meant to be said. And if you do happen to say these things, say them at specific times to specific people, because everything not meant for the masses. Now, what we put out for the masses, or what information that is for the masses, a lot of it is concealed. This is why you have societies that hold secrets, because if they're secret societies, then we wouldn't know about them, but we know about them and the secrets that they do hold, right?
Not to cut you off, but in that light, right, for what you just said, I still feel like if you were on some grown man shit, you don't take nothing like this to the internet, bro.
Not unless you're qualified.
No, it's qualified. Don't get me wrong.
No, I'm saying if the person is qualified to speak on certain things, then let the qualified speak on it.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like it's certain shit that you can post and be like, all right, cool, you get a little reaction, boom. But it's one thing when you make a full-on rap beef through typing. Like, yeah, you can say all you want, shit like that, boom. But if you want to really have a one-on-one, some man-to-man shit and really talk something, or man to female, because he had one that's for females too. But if you want to do that, bro, call me to the side. Call my number, bang my line. Tell me what you don't fuck with. Tell you what I don't fuck with. If we squash it, we squash it. If we don't, we don't. If we don't squash it, I'm dissing your ass straight up.
That's true.
But it's like certain things you shouldn't take to the internet, because not only do the media always win in that situation, but the media also has a way of taking certain shit that individuals say and taking whatever's in thin air and matching them shits together and complete. And that's why you mixing truth with a whole bunch of coating of lies. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel on the situation.
No, it's the truth though. I mean, like, for example, and then I'm gonna let Curtis rock out. Listen, right? And then we're gonna get to the other topic. But I'm not taking no shots at nobody in religion, right? But this is what I'm gonna say. Have you ever ran across somebody, right, that comes into religion and they failing it, right? Then they try to explain it to you and why you should be a part of it, right? They saying some things, but they only giving you from the middle of the book. So that means that their understanding is not full. I was taught to read from the beginning page to the very last fucking page and even the back of the pages. So that means that I know what I'm talking about if I have good reading comprehension. So the average person doesn't have reading comprehension. And I feel like if you didn't understand Shakespeare when you was in high school, then 9 times out of 10 when you read the Bible, you're not going to get an understanding of it, and you have to be taught how to read it actually. So if, like I said, the Bible was written in Shakespearean English. So if you're in high school and you're dealing with Shakespeare, then when you go to the Bible, it's the same thing. So if you didn't understand that shit in high school, you're not going to miraculously understand the Bible because you go to church on Sunday. I just had to put that out there, and that's Kanye's problem. You know what I mean? I could just choose a Christian and just be like, what does the word Bible mean? What does Genesis mean? Was there something before Genesis? But like I said, I ain't gonna go there on this channel, but that's what happens with people like that. And Kanye is one of those people. Hold up.
And I think there's some people who are such big fans of his that they want the connections to make more sense than he's willing to take the time to make it make sense. He has every option to sit the fuck down and formulate his thoughts. But I think that is partly done purposely. I think that is purposely done to leave you unsettled as a listener, to leave you confused. Because if you're predictable, people forget about you. If you're predictable, people tend to ignore you. I'm sure that he saw a lot of his rap peers around him in his generation that slowly but surely, no matter how much music and no matter how much they did, fall more and more into fall out of relevancy, I should say. And I think he thought at some point in time, I have to do more than just the music. I have to put on a show. I have to put on a show that is so polarizing that even when people hate me, I'm still a topic of the conversation, which is why I understand some of you that say, well, you should just ignore it. No. I think we have a responsibility. I think we all have a responsibility to call it what it is right then and there. You talk about it. You say something about it. This is a 47-year-old man acting like a 16-year-old in a local rap scene that nobody talks about and who's yelling at the top of his lungs how fucked up the system is. Not because the system is effed up, even though we could point to many different things, but because it's not working in his favor. He is a child parading around as a billionaire adult. He's a child with billionaire access. And we must call it what it is because he will not be the last one. The next version of a Kanye is going to be worse because he's going to see what he got away with and go even harder than that because we've already been exposed to it. He is just an avatar, but it's an unfortunate one that seems to be showing its face more and more of older gentlemen in our culture who do not know how to gracefully get into their position. There's no reason he should be fighting down here in the weeds with people who are still trying to get to a level of influence that he has in fashion and shoes and every segment that you can think of. Why the fuck is he in here Twitter beefing with anybody that's not of his, that is of his level? Why is this even happening right now? Make that make sense.
He's doing it because Drake is no longer his arch nemesis. That's why he's doing it. He said why he's doing it, though.
But once again, you know, because of celebrity, people will excuse it all. No. I am going to use my platform to continue to talk about these things because I look at them and I say, you're not just a disappointment of a rapper, of a creative that let me just speak for me, that I once respected on a very high level creatively. You're a disappointment as a man.
Damn.
As an elder. You have went from one of the most creative visionaries to an absolute fucking loser.
Dang.
I hope you see this. You are a fucking loser. It is disappointing to see. Mental health is not to blame for this. Your ego is to blame for this. Peeny weeny teeny dick energy is what this is giving, as my wife might say.
No, Diddy.
You had a choice to embrace those who were inspired by you. Instead, you became one of those pioneers that people want to stomp out because you couldn't just say, look at my influence. How can I help pass the baton so you guys go further than me? No. At 47, you're still worried about things that a 19-year-old is worried about. How to catch up to Kendrick Lamar, how to catch up to Drake, how to catch up to Playboy Cardi. That is no longer your battle. Weren't you talking about making schools? What happened with that? Weren't you talking about building your own city? What's going on with that? Why does someone at this stage with a name like yours have time like this? I don't think you realize the Mateys babies that grew up with you is a little bit different. We got some different spiritual wiring. We over the shit. But I think you're going to see soon. You can't make, somebody said there was a rumor that he had a whole project with Kendrick over Madlib beats. As delicious as that might have sounded 3-4 years ago, musically speaking, not a chance in hell you can get me to listen to that shit. Because my thing is this. Can I point your attention right back here for
shit? I listen to it
for a second. Put these tweets up. And I'm glad I'm able to share these now. I said, from the perspective of a rapper and an artist, never separate my art from me as a man. If I said it, then I wrote it. If I wrote it, then I thought it. If I thought it, then I believed it. Unless I'm purposely writing fiction, there's no need to separate it from who I am or who I was.
Somebody's gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Come on, Curtis, you gotta separate this. You gotta separate the artist from the man, the art from the man. No, you do that. I said that I'm at a place in life where I can no longer separate the artist that I listen to from the human being I get to know through interviews, podcasts, and real lives. You start noticing the same asshole on the podcast is the same asshole that happens to rap on a beat in a really catchy way. Still an asshole.
Hold up. I can agree with him on that, even though I'm saying what I'm saying dealing with Kanye. Some people say, you know what I mean, like he said, separate the great art from the asshole. Well, let's just talk about R. Kelly. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck how great y'all think he is. I don't fuck with R. Kelly. I can't. Listening to his shit is cringe. It's cringe. And people that still listen to that shit and know the truth about it, I mean, hey, to each his own. I can't rock with it.
I can't separate the art from the artist, a human being. If I wouldn't have dinner with you, which I would never have dinner with Kanye West, wouldn't take advice from you, or don't respect you, why would I want your catchiest thoughts and mantras via your music influencing my thoughts? You ever thought about that? You know, the devil was skilled at making music too, right? You know, he was very skilled at making music, right? Your ability to sit there and make the catchiest of thoughts and have them stick with me. You mean you will allow somebody, imagine going to sleep and allowing somebody like this who has these very unpredictable thoughts whispering ideas into your mind until you become that one day. Would you allow that to happen? Would you sleep with those thoughts? Well, what do you think is happening when you're listening to that music? As George just said, it's classic conditioning. I said, with that said, I'll never play a fucking Kanye record again. Thanks for the good times, because there were good times and the moments of inspiration. I got it from here. Plus, I create my own music. I got it from here. Shout out to my guy, Read My Soul. He made a good point that I came back with. He said, because humans are flawed. We aren't perfect. That's the beauty of life. If we only focused on people's worst moments, everyone will be out of here. We are all on a pursuit to be better self. Be a better self. I agree with him. I said, I absolutely agree. I'll add, though, in our own personal growth journey, it's important we audit what we listen to. A plant doesn't grow because of its tolerance of darkness. It still needs an environment of light to grow. In this example, I'm the plant. Last point I'm making, we'll get up out of here, is if listening to your music could lead me to one day being a bitter 47-year-old billionaire man-child that exhibits jealousy after a successful 22-year run, I'm good. Maybe some of you would take that offer.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Well, all right. So, you know, he said his point of view about everything. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, for the most part, I agree with his ass. You know what I'm saying? But in another light, I mean, I'm just saying, like, he's still a genius as far as for the blueprint in the industry. I gotta hear what his album is gonna sound like. You know what I mean? I gotta hear what that sounds like.
I feel like if you going this hard to supposedly promote your shit, you better have some fucking fire, nigga. Like,
Well, I gotta get into this shit right here, yo. I gotta get into this. Right? People talking about they disappointed in Kendrick and he contradicted himself. I don't see how that happens. And then why would you put Kendrick in the box? Like, why can't he be on Cardi album? Now, I'm not talking about what Kanye said. I'm talking about what some bloggers have said. I listened to the whole 30 songs, yo. If he would have did like reduced it down to like 10 or 15, that shit would be a classic for real. Right? Yeah, I don't disagree with Kendrick being on there. Actually, I think it shows more of his talent that he's able to, you know what I'm saying, do anything. That's just my personal opinion of it. What'd you think?
I mean, honestly speaking, I don't listen to Playboi Carti, so I couldn't really tell you nothing really on his behalf because I don't listen to him.
I got you. Yeah, I rock with Cardi. You know what I mean? Sometimes, not all the joints, but you know, I fuck with his shit though. It's just different to me. You know what I mean? I can honestly say he's an artist that sounds like himself. He don't sound like nobody else. I have to say that. He's in the category by himself. Man. We get ready to get out of here though. We're gonna do the live for Monday after this. I already gave you all a little brief description about it as far as for why hip hop can't get to a place where we all have like a united front, like we all, you know what I'm saying, like, how can I put it? Support to the fullest. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go no deeper than that right now. I'm gonna say that for the next one. Shouts out to Taylor B TV. Shouts out to Born Divine. Shouts out to Wu-Tang Management. Shouts out to BMG, Desert Ease, O-Dot, my man Young Dame Mo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tree. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to MTP. Shout out to Balti Mega. Shout out to Singar Superior. Shout out to Randall Fitness. You know what I'm saying? Iron Temple. You know what I mean? Fit Life. What else? Who else? Shit, I'm trying to remember everybody. DJ Frank Cola, Wisdom Beats, my man GQ. Who else? Shit. My man SK1, Demise. My man shit, Watts was good, Watts. Shout out to DJ Hollywood, man. RIP, rest in power. Damn, you got anything you want to add?
I ain't gonna lie, I think you said about everything I possibly could have said.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
man. Shout out to all the subscribers. You know what I mean?
Shout out to all the subscribers. Also, if you ain't been in tune with it from the beginning, Never Seen It Coming. You see it in the background. You that on Apple Music, Spotify, Audio Mac, whatever you think about it, you name it, it's there. You know what I'm saying? Join the revolution. Join the cause.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nice little EP released March 7th. I worked hard on it. The production worked hard on it. Team worked hard on it. You know what I'm saying? And there's many more to come. But you see it right there.
Yo, listen. I'm letting y'all know now. Don't sleep on this project for real. You know what I mean? That's his art right there. This is his contribution to the culture. You know what I mean? And it's done right. Okay, it's done right. Shout out to Desert Ease, man.
Shout out to Desert Ease, yes, sir.
Project, what it is, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. He got a project coming out. You know what I mean? So we most definitely going to get his shit popping. But right now we promoting this. I got a project coming out. But right now we promoting this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we most definitely got that shit. You know what I mean? We get ready to put that out on the streets. You know, you know what I mean? Got fucking metric tons of this dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We appreciate y'all for tuning into this live.
Yeah,
we're recording for Monday right after this. But appreciate you if you pulled up, if you rocked with us, said something in the comments, whatever. Let us know what y'all think about the situation, though, man. Do you feel like Kanye was in the wrong? Do you feel like he had some rights to what he was doing? Like, let us know what you think down in the comments.
Yo. So yeah, yo, like I said, shout out to all the subscribers and to all the villains, yo. You know what I'm saying? We get ready to start terrorizing. We doing shit, yo. You know what I mean? We ain't putting up with the bullshit no more. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. We call the niggas out, and you know we keep our foot on DJ Academic's neck around here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And as we always say, if you don't know about hip hop culture, shut the fuck up. Go get a book, you know what I'm saying? And learn something. You know what I mean? Learn something, you know what I mean? Because this is what this channel was about. You know what I mean? We're going to give you actual facts. We're not going to give you our opinion, not unless an opinion is needed. But for the most part, we try to be factual.
We're giving you validation straight up.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, anything we talk about, preach about is what we seen, and we always gonna show evidence for it. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Check that V file out. Check the V file playlist, right?
Yeah.
Yo, let me tell y'all something. This the only channel that showed y'all niggas how to shrink wrap, how to bag your shit up and put it in the motherfucking stores, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That was light work. And then we also showed y'all how the CD went from selling them bitches to selling the flash drives, you know what I'm saying, with the .coms on them in the bags like the dimes, nigga. You know what I mean? So yeah, this that only channel. Niggas be talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? But this the only channel. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all on the live for Monday. All right, y'all saw the bag up. You know what I mean? If you didn't see the bag up, go into the V files and go check that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, yo, I'm gonna put something up on here where the song, everything's a full video, and I'm gonna show you how cook the motherfucking CD up. Like Coke in the pot, nigga, dropped the ice, made it lock up, did the baking soda, did everything, nigga. Like, yeah. That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, shout out to all the villains, man. Pure villainy. You know what I mean? If you don't know what the fuck is going on, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. My bad. Shit. I'm fucking up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me go into this real quick. Yo, what song should I play, yo? For the outro. Money Changes. All right.
Shit, all I know how to do is get money for real. Stacking it up with the guy. Appreciate y'all being in the live with us. We catch y'all in the next.
One thing about me, niggas don't know. Niggas talk to talk, niggas walking with the big dog. Panoramic view, niggas know what's up. Shorty with me and she say she tryna fuck. Worry about making this money first. Got them blue honey, check my shoulder like Uzi Vert. I ain't flex on a nigga in so long. Stand tall on my paper, my money long. Stop worrying about me and the shit that I do. Best believe a nigga ain't worried about you. Talking my shit cause I'm good for it. If nobody can do it, the hood. Show love to the city. Niggas gon' ride day and night, say the word and you know we gon' slide. We not with drama. Presidential like Obama. We sending them thefts like Osama. For sure we gon' ride. They see the pain in my eyes. Woke up with vengeance inside. R.I.P. to the guys. Had to grow up to realize. Niggas will stab you with knives. Show love to the city. Niggas gon' ride day and night, say the word and you know we gon' slide. We not with drama. Presidential like Obama. We sending them threats like Osama. For sure we gon' ride. They see the pain in my eyes. Woke up with vengeance inside. R.I.P. to the guys. Had to grow up to realize. Niggas will stab you with knives. We not the same. Started getting money and they change face.